It's level pegging when you look at Barcelona and Liverpool's success in the European Cup over the years. 5 apiece. They, of course, meet tomorrow in the first leg at the Camp Nou. And I think we've discussed this game a lot, boys. And the general consensus is Liverpool would be favourites if Barcelona didn't have Messi.
Okay.
But obviously they do have Messi. So here's the big question.
So it's a moot point, really. I mean, even to bring it up.
No, I don't try mute points after your stat of doom.
It's moot.
Hold on. He's building up to something here.
What do you do? How do you stop it? What do you do if you're Klopp? Do you put a man on him? We've seen everyone try different things. Considering the personnel that Liverpool have, what is the best way of nullifying Messi? Right, Shaka?
You've got to flood the midfield. You've got to make... Look, I suppose many have tried to put a man on him. Mm-hmm. Don't think it's worked very often. I think you play your own game. You get your midfield three. You make sure you're narrow and you're in touch in your communication with your back four, and you're not getting big gaps in between. And you've got to make sure that your two wide guys, Mane and Salah, are getting back in to help. But not having everybody too deep where you're just never going to get out. And I've always said Firmino's one of the best at coming back in to be an extra body in the middle of the park. But you've got to still give yourself. And it's just kind of denying space. Right. Although he is no doubt the best at wiggling out of tight areas. There's no question about that. But I think where Liverpool can give themselves a chance, at least particularly of an away goal, is how good they are at springing forward with that front three. So as long as it doesn't become too defensive, I think just a good shape, good communication from Van Dijk at the back in particular, and then giving them a scare going forward. Because when you start giving them a scare over the top with the pace, then they start to drop back a little bit as well. So it's a bit of a game of bluff. Just
explain in layman's terms, as someone who hasn't played, why you can't just stick someone on Messi, just to shadow him. Everywhere he goes, I'm in your face, I'm always there. Does that not work?
First of all, easier said than done.
Right.
Because now Lionel Messi is going to take you in different areas. And when he takes you into different areas, now you've stopped playing. So now it's like you're playing with 10 men. Because in the moment that you receive the ball now, you feel, well, do I stay with Messi or do I become a player? And when then you become a player, you forget about Messi, and now he's behind you. He's found another space. It is very difficult to do, and I think it limits you as a team. What I would do is look at, okay, when has Messi been less effective? Argentina.
So you put him in an Argentina shirt?
Yes, that's what I would do. Number one, put him in an Argentina shirt.
And put Higuain up front.
Higuain up top next to him. No, but seriously, with Argentina, the struggles for them and Messi has been denying the service to Lionel Messi. And that forces Lionel Messi to go get the ball into deeper areas in the midfield. Well, if he gets the ball over there, he's not going to hurt you nearly as much as if he gets the ball in the final third. I'm denying the service to Messi. I am crowding the midfield and the passing lanes and hoping that Barcelona has a bad day through the midfield. The problem with that is that if indeed they have a good passing day out of the midfield, and now those gaps that you're trying to close, you're late to them, and Messi has found space in between the lines, you're out of luck. And that's when Lionel Messi kills you.
The thing for me, somebody said it before, you can't stop Lionel Messi, you just have to hope to minimize the damage. I don't have a problem with Liverpool being defensive. Certainly having 7 outfield players in behind the ball and just asking the front three to break when you get it and launch it long. And always make sure that somebody steps in to Lionel Messi. In that, I don't think putting a man mark on him is the right way to go. As Ali says, not only does he drag you out of position, but one-on-one, there's nobody better. He will lose you in an absolute heartbeat. But everybody in that midfield three has to be prepared to step out of position, if need be, to step to Lionel Messi to cut out passing lanes. Other than that, you just hope for the best and that you give yourself something to play for in the second leg.
I mean, if you watch Barcelona, how many times does he get the ball and somebody's up, right behind him anyway? Mm-hmm. He'll take the ball. Doesn't matter if he's got 2 men round him or one guy marking him. He'll take that ball in. So it really isn't going to make much of a difference. He takes it in, he drops his shoulder, he embarrasses you. So I don't think they'll do that. I can only imagine, though, there wouldn't be many hands going up in the Liverpool dressing room for the Jurgen Klopp question, who wants to man-to-man mark Lionel Messi? It'll be like, I think we'll just play a little bit of zonal in there, Gaffer, which is what I think they'll do.
For more, sign up now for ESPN+.